Hey friends, Lucian here with the Bullish Bears team, making the video for tomorrow, Friday, August 11th. So I'm gonna do the watch list here, get set up. I'm gonna remove the ones from today. And basically, again, we're looking for stocks that have held their highs for today, and obviously see where price action is at compared to historical support and resistance support and resistance areas. So here's one today that's a perfect example of a great short. I had this on my watch list this morning. Again, I'm still learning along the way, like I've been saying to you guys. I had this, I was watching it. Everything was exactly the way I thought it was going to happen. Then I got distracted by something else, another stock this morning, and this did exactly what I thought. It was at a yearly high of 479 after 3 green days. I knew that like a red day was coming. You'll see that it opened up, and sure enough, look at this. Boom, we could have gotten right in on a short underneath this candlestick right around here. Is a little bit like probably underneath this red one right here would have been the safest. And taking it all the way down until it crossed a 13 EMA. So simple, easier to do after the fact, but you know, when I'm doing these watch lists, this is the thing. It's all about practice, 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 and just nonstop. And again, myself, I'm learning too. I saw that today, and I'm just like, geez, how did I miss that? But when the motions of the market's going and everything's running and you're watching multiple things, it's all about disciplining yourself to stay focused. So I'm still working myself on keeping myself focused. But that was a perfect example of a great shorting opportunity that I totally missed this morning. So let's go up here to the scan, the nightly scan. So, all right. Wow. Yeah, the market wasn't really great today. If you go over, let's take a look at it here. I was seeing it was bouncing off support earlier. Let's take a look. All right. Oh, fell right below support. Look at that. So right there, it fell below support on the daily. So obviously lots going on and threatening with North Korea, and that's what happens. So yeah, that. I saw it when it was bouncing off support earlier, but obviously just pretty much fell. This is where like stocks with like this is why. You know, like shorting can come in and be really handy tool for when the market reverses. So I'm kind of like, I've been kind of getting frustrated myself because I was focusing too much on shorting and not enough longing. And then like this week I was practicing some longing, and then I'm naturally gravitating back to shorting, which is not a bad thing. It's just, but you don't want to miss good setups. And I was missing good long setups along the way. So it's just ideally training yourself to be able to see the actual opportunities that are happening in front of you. You're still probably going to be biased one way or the other. Like I'll probably still be short biased overall, but I'm missing opportunities to long when they happen, and just the vice versa. If you're too long biased, you could be missing really good shorting opportunities as well. So again, I'm still practicing. That candle ain't good though, that's for sure. So that would make sense why there's not a ton of plays here today. I'll see if maybe I can add in, maybe pull up this 2-year low. We can, or go to the yearly lows one as well. Maybe I can pull those up down here. See if there's anything else I can kind of grab. See if there's something after doing the watch list, if there's ones that I'll put on there for a potential dip buy, or ones that may potentially go lower as well. So looking at with stocks at extremes are extreme highs or lows or opportunities. So here's a scan, stocks between $1 and $30, minimum 500,000 in volume, 5% gain on the day. With you know, I just put a minimum of 1 million shares. I don't have a cap on it. So let's go right over here and start with PMTS. Candles are way too choppy. I don't like those. GAPFF. Well, cleared the 50 SMA. You'll see right here closed right around that 157 marker. Let's see here. it might have some room to go potentially. But you want to see if tomorrow, if it can open up and cross above, or if it's going to fall. But at the same time, there's not a lot of volume either, and it's right at that $half amount. So I don't know if I particularly love this one. I'd like to see more volume on it. So I'm not going to put that one on. CHEF. So this one has volume. Now it's at, excuse me, a yearly high of the 1750 area pretty much. So you want to see if it's going to break above that. If not, this would be a potentially good short. So it's at a yearly high. Obviously, the market is questionable as to what's happening. You'll see kind of support level right here. So if it breaks above the 1750, see if it comes down here as the next line of defense, or if it falls. So I will put Chef on the watch list. Luna. Look at that. Doji of indecision right there at the 50 SMA. Obviously, I had marked out some areas here earlier. Was looking at it. So that's just a crazy doji candle. I don't like it. QHC. Let's see here. Some resistance literally right at that 372 marker. You want to see if it can get over that. It's borderline on the volume, but if it can get over the 50 SMA, it might have a little bit of room to go. So QHC, that one's debatable, but I will put it on the watch list because it also might be a shorting opportunity with ThinkorSwim as well. You might be able to get shares. HDSN. This is the one I was distracted by earlier today. I should have just known. This is what I was doing. I was practicing my longing. Good thing I'm not taking huge positions because I'm still trying to get, just used to Interactive Brokers platform and practicing longing and shorting together. And I saw it totally, but here's where then I got, I saw the pattern, and then I got, here's where the bias gets you. Like if you want, you're just hoping a stock's going to do something because it looks like it's going to, and then it reversed. I was watching this ascending triangle form. You'll see these higher lows. It was forming this great ascending triangle. Look at this. It broke out, kind of smacked back down. I got caught up right in here, and then it smacked down this big candlestick down, and I got trapped in that, and that kind of set the tone for the day. I kind of got trapped in that. Now, I should have known because it's at yearly highs, and it didn't go up and it didn't break the pre-market high. So it's still kind of like a rookie move. Like here I was trying to, hey, this is one. It looks like a great longing opportunity. I would have, now granted, I wasn't going to ride it up past the 1073. I was trying to get in, where was this break here? It was right around 1030, 1040. So I was like, oh, maybe I can have a 30, 40 cent run or, sell right before 1073. And needless to say, it just tanked. Now, granted, I'm normally more short biased, and I would have wanted to take that on a short. And so I'm not beating myself up because I don't know if I would have necessarily done that with a full position. But again, just practicing, and that's what happened to me. So I got distracted by HDSN and missed that INAP earlier today. So am I going to put HDSN on the watch list? No. Dries. I just, again, out of principle, anytime that thing comes up, I'm just not giving it any, I just refuse to give it any love. So right here, kind of went up, not a lot of volume. Don't love it. Obviously, there might not be a ton of plays on here today due to the market. Although this one, SSRM, has some good volume, held its highs. See what happens above 1036 tomorrow. And just, see if areas of resistance. It's also shortable, so this is one you could play either way. SGMO. Held its highs, had some volume. Yearly high is the 1050 area. Look at this area, literally right around a head and kind of like there's a left shoulder, a head, right shoulder. Now you want to see if it's going to break above that area or fall. I'm going to put on the watch list. I don't particularly love it because I don't like these 5-cent spread stocks. They drive me crazy with all these like crazy candlesticks. But keep an eye on it. This is a perfect head and shoulders. Left shoulder, head, right shoulder. The right shoulder's right at that left shoulder. If it breaks above, then it'll break the pattern potentially and could potentially go up. But if it falls, then it's going to, obviously potentially fall. So SGMO, PAAS, silver. It would make sense why silver was going up today with the market going down. So, see some, look at that perfect resistance right there on the daily. You'll see that's kind of like a, almost an inverse head and shoulders, left shoulder, head, right shoulder, right back up here today, smack down. So you want to see if it can get past that 1817 marker, and then this will become the area of support. I'll put it on just because it's a minor and the the market's going a little crazy today, or it's silver. So IPXL. As you'll notice, not a lot of, well, not yet at least, a lot of smaller ones here. It's more the bigger ones that are going today. You'll see some resistance right around $20. Kind of held its highs. Might have some room potentially to go. It's above the 13 and the 50. See if it can go above the 1864 and in this range. See if it goes up or falls. So I'll put that on the watch list. IPXO. EDIT. It's over the 13 and the 20. Let's see here. Right there, look at that. Resistance to that 20, 50. See that? It's kind of like almost like a double bottom. Right at that doji candle right here. Smacked resistance right at that $half amount, 20, almost that 20.50, and falls back down. So you want to see if it can get above that marker, that 20.39 marker. I'm not going to put on the watch list, but if you do, just keep an area of those areas of support and resistance. RYI, not a lot of volume, overhead resistance right there at the 50. And right there, there's, it's trying to get above. I mean, there might be some potentially room on this, but not enough volume, so I don't like it. PLNT, this one has volume. It's at yearly highs, so 25, right around this 25.20 marker. So if it breaks above, then 25.19 will be the new area of support. But keep an eye on it. And this is one that you can play either way with ThinkorSwim. Short it if there's a chance. AG. So this one held its highs, has some good volume to it. It's close to the resistance area. Might be good for a pullback. So right here in that $7 marker area, be careful of it. See if it can get above it. But then you're getting into this resistance area. So I'm not going to put on the watch list. This is silver though. However, I don't like the technicals on this one at all. So I'm not going to put it on. EXK. This one held its highs. Let's see if it can get above that 230 marker. But then you have like that 253 in the way. Again, I'm not going to put it on, but you can watch it. I don't like these areas of resistance up here. But it's one, if you were to play, either way, it might be, a quick scalp or a short on the reversal. So just watch it. AMRS. I'm not going to put that one on the watch list. I don't like it. DMDA. I don't know what this is. These are stocks you can watch. Maybe it's a new one or an IPO. I'm not putting it on. BIOS. As you can see, it started to break out, and then it fell back down. It was right at a yearly high earlier. So it's just kind of smacking around. Keep an eye on it. I'm not going to put it on the watch list. FLDM. Not Another one right at resistance, potentially falling down right at the, potentially that. See, look at that. It went right up to that, close to the 50 SMA and kind of smack back down. DHT, don't like it. OSTK, look at this one. So this might be a beautiful short, potentially. It's at right there, and there's the yearly high. So it's broaching yearly highs. Look at that. It smacked right down right around that $20 mark. So this might be a really one, overstock.com. This might be a great potential short. Look at this one, approaching yearly high. So it might go up a little bit and then pull back. So that's one to really watch for a potential short at some point. RADA, look at that. So it went right up here. This is another one I had on my watch list today, and I got distracted. See what happens? I knew it was going to happen and do this, and I got distracted. So went up, hit the yearly highs, formed a double top, fell back down. I had that it was right on my watch list in the beginning. Actually, I didn't put it on the one I was actually watching. I saw it earlier, and then I was like, it's not that much room of a drop. But see that? It really was, though. It had that's close to 30 cents. So I saw that happening, and that's what happened. So you want to see, if you're playing this one long, you want to see it break 235. All right, so that's enough for those ones. Now I'm just going to see if there's any new yearly low ones that might be worth taking a look at. Wow, this one really is sold off. 261. Is that the new yearly low? This one really felt, what is this? Babcock and Wilco. This one's really sold off. So see if it falls below this 261 marker, or if the buyers will come in, it might be a decent dip buy. So, look with that, and then look at the top of that candle. Look at the room that thing has to run before it goes up. So I'm going to put that on my one I'm actually going to take a look at tomorrow morning, because it might sell off a little more or more, depending on how much more it can go. But that thing is really taking a beating. The buyers might start coming in at some point. So give me a second. I'm going to show you what I'm doing again over here. So I put the ones that I'm really kind of targeting and watching right over here with ThinkorSwim. So this is the ones that I'll take a look at in the morning, and then I'll move them off the watch list, off the ones I'm watching, if there's something better that comes up. So BW, I am going to put on the watch list for potential dip buy. Sync, SYNC, that's another potential one, but I don't like these crazy candlesticks like that. I think they're those 5-cent increment ones, so I don't like those ones personally. Here's another one, don't like it. APEN. Still has some more potential room to fall. AQMS. Potential, still could have some room to fall on that one, so I don't know if I love that. I'll wait for it to fall off some more, because I use trade ideas in the morning. I'll see ones that are really falling off even more tomorrow morning. So if something's falling off even more, then I'll take a look at it. But one like this BW right here, this one just really took a huge drop. So that's why I like this. Might be forming a base here. We'll see. It's getting close to a $0.50 amount. Maybe it'll fall to $2.50 or $2 area. That's why I'm putting these ones on the watch list. AQMS, so I think I looked at that. HRTD, looked at that. ABIO, don't like it. XONE. I don't know if I love that one per se either. WLB. Don't love it. RELY. No, don't like those candlesticks. KEYW. Again, doesn't mean don't take a look at these to fall, but you can see there still might be some more room to fall. It's not like I mean, it's a drastic, but it's not like that BW was. XCO, that just keeps falling. BLCM, that's a potential one. So, that one's a potential one to watch. I'm just not going to put it on for right now. I don't love it. ARA, nah, CPTA. This one's a potential one. 3 red candlesticks here, big ones, right at the 882. Lots of selling off. That might be one to watch for a potential reversal. And then right around that $9 marker, it might turn around. So I'm going to put that one on the watch list for a potential buy. See if it finds a base at some point tomorrow, and if there's a reversal at some point. At some point, the buyers will come in. That's a lot of selling. EGLT, don't love it. LE, no. TISI, no. NPTN, don't love it, but it's one to potentially watch. It did fall a little bit further here today, so keep an eye on it. MBOT, nah. PSDV, don't love it. RUB, nah. Let's see, PEIX, don't like those crazy candlesticks. BGFV, don't love it. BNED, CYCC, CUR. Man, look at that. Right around that $1 marker. That might be one at potentially at some point, but I don't like it. ANW, nah. FRAN, nah. CALX. This one might be, well, still could have some potential room to fall a little bit more, but it's still, keep an eye on it. I'm not going to put it on, though. And VSI. Yeah, so that's the watch list for tomorrow, guys. Obviously, the market's crazy. Keep an eye on it. Lots of uncertainty going on in the world right now. So it's best to keep an eye on it. And that's why, again, make sure you come over to our fan page, like our fan page, Bullish Bears on Facebook, because we post our trade ideas pre-market watch list every morning in here. So obviously you want to compare the watch list that we send at night to the one that we have in the morning with trade ideas. And then again, it's so important to have a live scanner. If you can afford trade ideas, make sure you get trade ideas. We have a discount code of 15% below in the video. That's hands down our favorite scanner. But if you're on a budget, you can use the ThinkorSwim scans in the meantime. If you want to know how to set your scans up and everything, come over to our website, take our ThinkorSwim course. You can take our other courses while you're at it. Also, make sure you subscribe to our watch list on our website. We send this watch list by email every night, as well as the trade ideas option scans. We send the option scans for whatever's happened for the day today, but everything could potentially change tomorrow. That's why having a live scanner is really important. So take our watch list tonight with the options ones tonight, and then the trade ideas in the morning, and just build your watch list with what you like to trade. Also, we have our trade room here. If you haven't joined us on Skype, free trade room. We talk every day live. We're talking live when the market's open with things that we're potentially playing and trading. So it's kind of just this video and live action of just us talking and what we're looking at. So come and join our trade room if you'd like. And we are a contribution-based community. We don't charge our members for what we offer. We give a lot back, Tim, Dan, and myself. We ideally want to do this full-time for everybody, but we have jobs and expenses like everybody else, so we rely on the contributions of our community members to help us grow. So ideally, we don't charge membership fees down the road. So we ideally would like to stay contribution-based, so every little contribution helps. So if you see value in our community and what we have to offer, we have contributions for as low as $10 a month on up. If you see more value in what we offer, we greatly appreciate greater monthly contributions. We also have a single payment contribution as well if you'd like. And last but not least, make sure you subscribe to our YouTube channel and look at our playlist. Feel free to comment on the videos, like, share them. We're very interactive, and if you have questions on the videos, we'll do our best to get back to you as soon as possible. So hopefully this video helped you guys, and happy trading tomorrow. Enjoy.